The views and opinions expressed in this broadcast do not necessarily reflect or represent the views and opinions of WBGR Network. Any questions or concerns about what is said should be directed to the show host, whose information will be provided upon request.
Since 2007, Children's Miracle Network Hospitals has been the official platform partner of the Miss America organization. Candidates raise funds for CMN hospitals and the Miss America Scholarship Foundation as their way of giving back and making miracles happen in their communities. Over the past 12 years, Miss America candidates have raised over $17 million for CMN hospitals and Miss America scholarships. To learn more about CMN hospitals and the Miss America partnership, please visit cmnhospitals.org.
Welcome to this lovely Wednesday morning on Get It Got It Good. I am your host, Naja Wilhite, and next to me we have the lovely Adrianna David.
Hello, everyone.
So if you guys have been following me, you knew she was coming today. If you have not, shame on you, but go ahead and go follow us at Get It Got It Good, G3, WBGR, Health and Wellness Channel, at Naja Carter, at Naja Wilhite. Forgot my last name. At
Adrianna C. David and at Miss America MD and at Charities Angels.
Yes, indeed. Charities Angels. So I was looking at that. Mm-hmm. What exactly is Charities Angels?
Charities Angels is a 501c3 nonprofit organization based of women primarily. Mm-hmm. My mom and I are the co-founders, and we are a group of women that started out of Montgomery County, just right down the road. We're in Peach County now. Mm-hmm. And we just wanted to have an organization that we could use to give back to our community. And so my mom and I, we were trying to think, like, what is something that we could do that we were obviously at the place where we had tithed in church all of our lives. And my mom was like, we need to do more. Like, I feel called to do more, especially with all the blessings we've been given. So we were like, what are we good at? And we were like, well, we love hosting and having parties and getting our family together and our community together. So we kind of came up with Party for a Purpose. Mm-hmm. And that's been our hashtag and our slogan. And so now every year, it started just with the Halloween party we already threw as for fun. We just charged money at the door the first time. Oh. But now it's kind of turned, we're kind of like party planners. So we're event planners, and we throw around 4 to 5 fundraisers every year, all benefiting different charities of our choice.
Cool. Yeah. So what is your main charities that you like? Is it health-centered, feed the hungry?
Yeah, so we really wanted to be an organization where we could include everyone in our community because everybody knows the experience of being asked to donate to the same thing every single time, every year, and people kind of get bored of that, especially if it doesn't immediately hit home with them.
Or if you got multiple causes that you
Right, exactly. So for us, and my platform through pageantry has been the Kidney Project, and it was the first research organization that we had done as Charities Angels. So the first party we ever threw went to the Kidney Project, and they are developing a bioartificial kidney to replace dialysis and save millions of lives. Yeah. And that's in honor of my cousin, Juliana. She had lupus, the she still has it, has lupus, the autoimmune disease, which affected her kidney. Her kidney failed, and the average person, dialysis is the only treatment for kidney failure right now. There's no cure. So the average person lives 3 to 5 years on dialysis post a kidney failure while they're waiting on the transplant list.
She's been on there a while, though,
She's been on there for 14 years.
Wow.
And she's had a transplant, but then her body rejected it, so now she's back on dialysis. So this kidney, the bioartificial kidney, 12 people die a day waiting just on the list for a kidney. So this would be the cure. It would be the main thing that is the most important about transplants is that your body has to accept them. My cousin's did not. Yeah. Her body rejected it. It did actually for the first 3 months, and then it went into a rejection cycle. So now she has 3 kidneys in her body, and none of them work. So that's the yeah, exactly. And she can't go back on the list because she has the lupus, and it wouldn't work again. You know, like the odds. So
literally, she has to live on dialysis forever now.
Forever now, and it's amazing. She's our living miracle. So the Kidney Project is developing this device that will replace dialysis, and it will, technology they're working on right now is the auto acceptance. So it will permanently be accepted inside, and they are starting the human trials right now.
Oh,
and my
exciting
cousin,
for you guys.
Yes, exactly. We started raising money for them about 7 years ago. In 2012, I think, was our first major donation to the Kidney Project. And now I am very happy to say we've raised over $650,000 for the Kidney Project. So it's been a long time coming, and we need to do a lot more. But when we started, they were only in animal trials research, and now they're starting the human trials.
So it takes a while. You got to go through regulations, a lot of regulations.
Yes, a lot of FDA. They have the FDA approval, and that was they did the animal research, and it works. It functions completely successfully in pigs, and so. It's cool. They're living pigs, in these research facilities. It's really fascinating.
You say pigs, I'm still thinking about food.
I know, right? But in terms of Charities Angels, we also, aside from that, everyone has their, especially in our community, we have the Foundation to Fight HABC, which is a young woman named Eloise in our community, and she has a rare brain disease. We do Future Link, which provides job opportunities for the less fortunate. It's like a mentoring. We have Adoptions Together, an adoption agency. We really try to, the American Heart Association, we have a board member of us that has a son with who's a diabetic, so we do a lot with diabetes. So we really try to touch on, and now it's really cool because we have local charities approaching us, and they're like, hey, we saw you.
Can you help?
Can you help us? So now we're sort of becoming the wheels for other charities and their event planning. Yeah. So it's been really awesome.
That's a lot. So that's the entrepreneurship side. But before we go any further, because you're talking about, helping other organizations and sponsorship, I have to shout out my sponsors, you guys.
Yeah, duh. They're the best.
Because I would forget.
Go ahead.
So, there's One Man Sharpens Another, DSYO, Favor One, Start on One, what is it? Merlin Prep Academy, Too Stylish Entertainment. And speaking of some of these sponsors, I have to give a special shout out to Akiva. Akiva over the weekend did a tremendous job in creating, producing, and having a play called Deep Cover. If you guys remember, Tyler J was here last week to shout out the play that was coming up, and it went off amazingly. So you guys, give us a second. I'll show you some scenes from the play. You'll really enjoy it. You definitely got to check it out next time it's around.
They want to dig into the background of the victim and make the victim look like the perpetrator. See if he or she had any trials or record before, and then they all of a sudden look like the bad guy and they don't flip the script.
Right. And you know what? This is exactly what happened to her son, Troy. Oh my God. Ma'am, I'm so sorry for your loss. I truly am. See, Devin, this is why I'm here. This is definitely why I'm here. And I want to see what I can fit in and do what I need to do. I mean, you got all these people with the posters and stuff, and put that poster down right here. Uncle Darryl. Uncle, I know. Yeah. Well, so the choir will not be here. So, Kelly, what do you think about interviewing these people?
Sure.
We'll see about that. Cornelius, why don't you tell her why we're here?
Cornelius, what are you doing?
It's about time me and Kelly have a deep conversation. She gets to talk about the people that she's writing about.
Okay. It's okay. Okay, cool. Well, I'm going to be right here. I'm not going anywhere. Make sure you guys don't do anything foolish. It's fine.
See, you want to understand the culture of the black church. But first, you have to understand our pain. When you hear those hymns, you hear the black people crying out to God. I grew up in the church. I sang those hymns. The church was our sanctuary. It was our safe place. It was the place where the civil rights movement started. And it ended in 1968. You hear me? 1968. That was only 51 years ago. Think about that.
exhausted. I'm trying to breathe, but where are you? I'm all churched out, hurting of you. I can't think what's left to do. Truth is, I'm weak.
I believe that for sure.
Yeah, exactly. Welcome back, you guys. I hope you enjoyed those clips. Powerful play that included singing, dancing, your type of stuff, theater. So definitely follow Akiva on there or search hashtag Deep Cover. You'll be able to find some things. We posted some things as well on our sites. So definitely shout out Akiva. So this pageant, because you're wearing...
Yes, I have my sash. This is the Miss Maryland black sash. Actually, it's the more casual sash, and I like it because I like black and it matches my black shoes and stuff. But here's the crown too. It's here. It's just I wanted to present it if you wanted to see it. Yes.
So there are several sashes. So there's the black casual, and
yeah,
then there's
the white one with the official, and it's just the one that you wear. Honestly, mine's a little bit dirty, and it needs to be dry cleaned, and that's where it is right now. So I'm telling you guys the honest truth. However, I do love the black sash just because black is usually what I tend to in my fashion, so I think it's kind of more cool and unique.
So okay, you were telling me off camera that there are different pageants. You guys,
Yes.
this world. This is the last official for this, right?
Yes, so this is my last official appearance as Miss Maryland 2018. I am done on June 22nd. So about 10 days, I'll be done my term. It's a 1-year term, and I am the Miss Maryland that is a part of the Miss America Scholarship Organization. And so that means after winning Miss Maryland, I competed at Miss America back in September. But formerly, I'm Miss Maryland 2018. I was actually Miss Maryland USA 2017. And that is within the Miss USA organization, which most people know was formerly owned by Donald Trump, but now it's owned by the mega talent agency IMG Worldwide.
Look, I won't make any wise jokes on that one. Okay.
Yeah, no, you're good. So USA is the one formerly owned by Trump. That I was Miss Maryland USA last 2017, and so I won Miss Maryland USA, and then I competed at Miss USA.
Okay.
And the main thing about that organization is that once you compete at USA, you then go on to compete at Miss Universe.
Oh, okay.
It's also a for-profit organization, so each state is just an independent franchise, like owning a McDonald's. Anyone can own them and have them and run their business.
Again.
Yeah,
I think we're both hungry.
I know, food reference. And then also they have swimsuit competition. So those are the main things about USA. And then for America, we are a non-profit organization, a scholarship organization. Everyone's a volunteer. There's no sole money made. And then we have talent portion of competition and yeah, I think those are the main things. So and we don't go on to the next one. Miss America is the first national pageant that we had in our country. It started at the bathing bikini contest in Atlantic City way back in the day, and it was the first national pageant. And so it goes, and for this side you have a local level. So I had to win. I was actually Miss Charm of the Chesapeake Bay, so that was like my little region. And then I went to Miss Maryland, and then you go to Miss America. So after Miss America for us it stops. But the other one goes.
Which
to
one do you like better? Or which one is
I would have to say they're both so different, especially experiencing them and not having as much experience in the pageant world before this. I had only competed for Miss Maryland USA one time, and then I went back the next year, and I was really fortunate to earn the job. And so I've been learning as I go. This is, at the end of this year, it'll be like 3 years of pageantry for me. So USA, considering I have a bachelor's in theater and a bachelor's in communications, I was very geared towards, the entertainment aspects and the fact that it was very much covered in the media and it was pursuing entertainment, and there were other girls that were pursuing acting and modeling, so I liked that about the organization. However, I really only found that one first because I Googled it, and they are a profit organization, so they can pay for more advertising. Yeah. So then when I found Miss America, I was like, this is really kind of the reasons why I pursued pageantry, because I did it for the sake of Charities Angels and the Kidney Project to try and raise money and funds, and that's literally, I was a former athlete And
so I don't even have to ask that question now, because we're like, why did you go into pageantry?
Right. Yeah, so it's sort of molding into that. But I was a former athlete. I was a competitive cheerleader for 13 years with the Maryland Twisters at 5, finishing my career. I had won Worlds in 2011. I was American Cheerleader Magazine's Cheerleader of the Year. That was like my thing. Like I thought that was my identity in life, what God had given me. Just cheerleading was it. So then I had to have Tommy John surgery on my elbow. Yeah, so that just wiped me out completely.
Athletics.
I know,
we
right?
get hurt
It's
that way.
always get hurt. So they had to take a part of my hamstring out of my leg, put it in my elbow. I was out for 16 months.
Were you doing a flip?
I was catching someone in a stunt. And
your
so,
little tiny self is a base?
Yeah, I was a back spot. I was a base and a back spot. In cheerleading, obviously, people kind of run on the smaller size. But since I was taller, I was a base and a back spot. And so I caught someone, and originally I didn't think it was as bad of an injury as it was. I went to the emergency room, and they told me it wasn't broken. And then I went back a month later, and they were like, you need an MRI. And then turns out I blew out 2 of the 3 UCL ligaments you have in your elbow. So after that, I was like, what the heck am I going to do? I had already decided to major in telecommunications with a focus in acting, but I was at the University of Alabama at this time. So post that, I lost my scholarship opportunities. So I had always planned to go to college as an athlete.
You had a scholarship because of
for athleticism. Yeah.
But then, of course, injuries. Still, you guys got to have a backup plan.
Right. So I actually had a friend that moved out to LA, and she was like, come with me for the summer. I was like, oh, heck yeah. I've never been to LA. Why not? So then I tried to transfer to a school in California, and they wouldn't take all my credits from Alabama. And so my parents were like, we support you pursuing entertainment as an actor, model, however, but you already done 2 years of college. Why would you put that to waste? And I was like, you're right, Mom and Dad. So I came home and transferred. I went to Montgomery College first, and then I finished at the University of Maryland. Terp, go Terps. So
we have a few Terps in this building right now.
Yes, we do. So basically, when I came home, I really started to focus on Charities Angels, because my mom and I had founded Charities Angels not long before I went to Alabama, and I was like, you know what, this is my new thing. This is where I'm good at communicating. Come on, let's go. So I was really looking for resources to get this artificial kidney on the market to save my cousin. So I Googled pageants. So USA was the first one that just popped up. But in Miss America, it is way more community, grassroots. Everyone has to have a platform. You have to write a paper about that platform. I was very fortunate to be the first runner-up to the Jean Bartel Quality of Life Award at Miss America, which is an award and a scholarship. I was awarded $7,000 in scholarship money. It's dedicated to bettering the quality of life for individuals in whatever industry you choose. So I was really honored to, and that was sort of, for me, I was never awarded Miss USA or awarded to be Miss America, but winning first runner-up to an award like that, especially since that was the purpose of me pursuing this industry, that was the icing on the cake for me.
So a lot of times people think, okay, you go into the pageants and the goal is a crown. I didn't know there was other things you can do.
Oh yeah, no, totally. So actually, especially in Miss America, which is Miss Maryland, who I am right now, it's a scholarship organization. So by winning the title of Miss America, I wish I won the title of Miss America, because she gets like $60,000. Yeah. But by just winning Miss Maryland, I was awarded $12,000 for winning. And every candidate that just competed in Miss Maryland won at least $500 in scholarship. So there are actually girls that compete for 8 years long every year and say, you know what, I'm here to better my public speaking skills, to better myself, to better my resume, to have this as a stepping stone for my career. And I don't want to be Miss Maryland. I'm here for the scholarship money. I'm interviewing in front of these judges today. I'm performing on a stage my talent to practice for my resume, build my portfolio.
Like you have exposure.
Exactly, like exposure, networking. It's a really amazing tool that I didn't even realize women were using. But it's just such a small industry that you wouldn't know any better than just seeing the one time it's televised on TV.
Exactly.
So for me, once I was in it and I met all these women, I was like, these are like fearless, bold, awesome women striving to do things differently, like I thought of myself to be doing. And it actually then provided me with a community of people that were just going about it a different way than I was regularly seeing.
You learn a lot.
So much.
And so we're going to talk about what is next for Adrianna. But really quick, I want you guys to remember we have a dance competition coming up. So we'll be right back after these videos, and I will explain to you again about what that's about.
Cool.
So we'll be
brand new whip, got no keys. Tell my clothes, no starch, please. Soon as I nut, you can go leave. Got M's in the bank, like yes, indeed. Me and my dog going off the way. When you living like this, they supposed to hate.
Busy out of here.
I ain't afraid to drown, if that means I'm deep up in your ocean, yeah. Girl, I'll drink you down, sipping on your body all night.
And with the ring on it, cause I pulled out $1 million cash, told her blank on it.
You are unforgettable, I need to get you alone.
Now you want chills, just pop bubble in the
Almost there, so baby don't stop what you're doing, Softer than a mother, boy, I know you wanna touch. Breathing down my neck, I could tell you wanna. Now you want the things you should know, so baby take my hand, say yes, so. Dollars, I like diamonds, I like stunning, I like shining, I like $1 million deals. Where's my pen? Bitch, I'm signing. I like those Balenciagas, the ones that look like socks. I like going to the Tula, I put rocks all in my watch. I like texts from my exes when they want a second chance. I like proving wrong, I do what they say I can't. They call me Cardi, banging body, spicy mommy, hot tamale, hotter than a Somali. Bird, go, rock.
Tell me what's the bid. Heard you still cuffin', nigga, tell me what it is. You ain't paying no bills, buying no bags, buying no heels. Goddamn, let a bitch live. All I see is 20s, 50s, 100s. If it ain't $250,000, fuck the whip. I don't want it, about to make these niggas sick to their stomach. I been getting to the money. Everybody mad. Think I'm getting too much money. Everybody mad. Same old nigga from the block. Same old nigga with the pot. Same old nigga from the trap. Everybody hated on him, then he bounced right back.
I've done theater. I'm a mover for sure.
Definitely. And my background is dance. So.
Yeah?
So I'm a dancer. That's funny. Welcome back, you guys. So if you don't know, the rooftop dance competition will be June 30th. So definitely register. Anyone who registers before the 15th, so you run out of time. What's the date? The 12th?
Yeah, today's the 12th.
It is free. So definitely get on board now. If you want more information about that, definitely send me a message. It's very easy to do. So do it today. So with that being said, we have the last few minutes, and I actually want to address something really serious, but I'll do it in a second. But first, what's next? Because you're planting your flag.
Yes.
And the industry, the humanitarian, that's what I call it, industry, which is a great noble cause. So how do you plan to branch that out? You're going for the entertainment industry as well. Yes, so you'll use your platform to bring back awareness.
Yes, ma'am.
A lot of people don't do that. Why?
Yeah, and that's like the craziest thing to me, because that's why I've been achieving to have any sort of platform so that I can get things done for other people. And so my goal, number one, for Charities Angels is that we could be a national or international organization where women could plant their, like a sorority, where you could open Charities Angels New York or Charities Angels California. So you would have multiple groups of women partying for a purpose in their state, in their country, just providing means.
And we like to party.
So yeah, exactly. Everybody likes to party. Everybody has a cocktail party, a very chilly party for Christmas. Everybody has something they like to do. So if you could just get $5 at the door and then donate it to your favorite local charity, why not be able to put Charities Angels stamp on that? So right now I'm in the process of creating a national handbook that would then expand Charities Angels as a nonprofit organization. In terms of personally, I am pursuing entertainment industry on camera. I have a manager in the DC area. I've lived in both New York and LA already, and soon I probably will go back to either one of those places. I hear Atlanta's booming right now, so maybe I'll dip my toes in Atlanta for a little bit. I'm in Philly a little for modeling too, but I will probably be either in New York or LA the next 5 years, definitely. I will be there. I just graduated from the University of Maryland with a bachelor's in theater and a bachelor's in communication studies. Yeah. Thank you so much. So I'm really excited to also further my broadcasting and my PR sections of my communications degree. I was just offered a job in PR for pharmaceuticals, but it's in Vegas, and I've never really lived in Vegas or done Vegas. I've only been there for a weekend for Miss USA.
Wait, so maybe we could get Adrianna to host my show during the Celebrity Flag football game August 3rd.
Oh my gosh, that'd be so fun.
May help you do it, and the tiny Dorian Carter, allow her to do it with you. So
oh my gosh, that'd be that'd be so fun. So I'm honestly open to everything. I'm considering this job offer in PR as something to start, especially since I have been a dedicated community service member of the state. So whenever you see the pageant queens, they're not making a salary, they're not making any money, they're making these appearances, and they're really living off of gas cards. I live with my parents, and if I couldn't live with my parents for this job, I would not be able to do this job.
So many people in front of the camera do not have money, so don't be fooled.
Right.
You know,
seriously, we do not
guys.
either. Like, this is all just like for show and for tradition, and it's definitely still always about that grind and always about hard work and finding a purpose. I think for me, especially once I found my purpose within Charities Angels and within the Kidney Project and trying to put this bioartificial kidney on the market to replace dialysis, I've really just been able to use that tunnel vision focus and then realize my talents and treasures and use those as tools to get that done.
Yeah.
So once I figured out what I really wanted to do as my big picture, have this global platform to put this kidney on the market, was then once I realized, okay, Adrianna, you were given certain things, what can you use to get there?
Yeah.
So I really think,
and everybody is given certain tools to allow them to follow the path that they want.
Exactly. Right? And so for me, I just really believe that God gave me the gift of communicating and of having relatability within this whole kind of new experience that I've had. I've really been able to sort of show people the misinterpretations and the misconceptions of pageantry, because I didn't know anything about pageants. I had no idea. I literally Googled it. Like, I'm sitting on the computer, like, how do I raise money? How do I raise money?
Yeah.
I Googled it. So I'm actually in the process of producing a, I guess, hashtag misjudged is sort of what I've been working on in my experience. I've been documenting my time as Miss Maryland, and I've been getting insider and other title holders' opinions and people that are in the industry. I'm really excited. I'm really excited to produce that. It's in collaboration with The Wink and Messina Productions and Barcode USA. And so I'm really excited to produce Misjudged. So that's coming up, and you can look out for that within the next year. And maybe that'll give you a little bit more insight to everything that I learned when I started the pageant industry. And it could be a tool for anyone else that's watching. Miss USA goes until you're 28. Miss America goes until you're 25. So it can be an avenue for anyone to pursue whatever you want to do as well. And that's what I learned.
There's a cap, just like the military.
Yes, just like there is a cap. But that's mainly because they want to reserve it for students, and they want to make it an avenue that you can use like right after college or right in your still foundational years before you kind of settle your career. You can use it to whatever you would like.
It makes sense. I'm just So, you guys, as always, we run out of time. But really quick, I definitely want to shout out two very important people. Over the weekend, if you guys don't know, and if you've been asleep somewhere, we lost two prominent people in our communities on Friday night, both of them. So on Friday night, did I just lose you guys? See what I mean by the colors?
Yeah.
On Friday night, we lost Gerald from Gun Violence in Baltimore, G Songs, who plays on the series Out of Bounds. So if you guys remember, we had Dwayne Miles on here to talk about that. And then on Friday night in Annapolis, we lost Trey the Kid, which really hit me hard because, you know, we had him on here as well. And if you're planning to come to the Celebrity Flag Football Back to School Drive, he was actually going to be our halftime performance. Oh my God. So instead, what we're going to do, we're still going to have performers as well, but we're also going to do a tribute So we're working on that. So hopefully that will come through. We will let you guys know more about that. But you guys, we have to, take back our communities. This is bullcrap. It's senseless. There are two guys who were doing the right thing. You're taking people away from their families, which is never a good look, So I just pray that we all can come together, unify. I know we're a divided community.
Yeah.
But it's senseless. It's definitely senseless. So definitely shout out G, shout out Trey. Rest in peace. And be an original, you guys. Because an original is always worth more than a copy. See you guys next week.
Thank you.